Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So we are continuing on today in today's video with decorating my home for spring. So this day I had a little bit of time while my husband was fixing the gazebo or putting up the gazebo to go ahead and add a few spring touches to my kitchen and my family room area. So if you guys have seen my previous video, we did go ahead and decorate the living room and our dining room for spring, but I really wanted to add in just a few touches to the kitchen area and the family room just to help bring in the season. So we're starting here in my pantry area. I got this little basket that I had for years that I just thought that I'll use this instead of a wreath this year and just fill it in with these faux ranunculus. So for decorating this part of the house, I did go ahead and shop my home. All the things that you see me adding into these two spaces here are things that I already owned. Since my kitchen countertops are quite long, I like to go in and try to add in pockets of decorated spaces within my kitchen countertops. It still allows me room to have my essentials wherever I need be for the kitchen itself. So I'm starting off with this artwork that I got from Target. I think it is from Hearth and Hand. I got it for many years now. And then I'm going to add in this light that I got from Home Goods. I always like to add in some secondary lighting to my kitchen. Not that I need it, but at night it just kind of tones down all the bright overhead lights. So having some different variations of light is just a little bit calmer on the eye. So I like to add in a lamp or two here and there into my kitchen space. I'm going to add in some books. These are all some gardening books since we are into the spring season. And I'm going to add in this vase, and then I'm going to add in some faux tulips. One of the main focal points of my kitchen that I like to style up is my kitchen island. I usually change this space quite often throughout the season, so you may see me put this look in here now, but then a couple of weeks I might change it up and put something else. But this vase I absolutely love. I got it from Pottery Barn a few years back. Absolutely love it because it's a really big, substantial statement piece. I think they still have this vase still available. If they do, I'll try to link it down in the description box below, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And it can definitely stand on its own. It's a beautiful piece. So I'm using these faux hydrangeas that I got from Home Goods along with some other greenery just to kind of make a beautiful floral arrangement for my island. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to add in some decorative candles, holders. These candle holders I think I got from Kirkland's. I'm not going to light these or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and add in some candles just to add some decor. And then I'm going to add in a bowl with some decorative balls. So this is what the kitchen island and the kitchen is looking like. Very simplistic, but I think is a really nice transitional look to kind of guide me into the spring season. I'll probably end up changing this out maybe in another 3 weeks or so, but for now I think it's a really nice look for bringing in the spring season. So we're back out on my back patio. If you guys see my last video, we did go ahead and redo this whole patio space. We added new furniture and then we added a new gazebo. So I really wanted to change out those bug netting and add in some custom motorized shades just to give the space a more elevated look and a more luxurious feel. So I partnered with Smart Wings. So Smart Wings is a company that sells motorized shades. So they have motorized roller shades, cellular shades, and zebra shades, and Roman shades too that you can have for your indoor or outdoor spaces. So I partnered with Smart Wings before to bring in some actual motorized shades throughout my formal living room and my bedroom, and I absolutely love their shades and I absolutely love working with them. One thing I love about using motorized shades is that you can use these in multiple functional situations. So I was really impressed that you can use these on your outdoor space as well. So definitely wanted to try these out on my gazebo area. So they sent me out some of their shades to try out. So this is how everything comes packaged, and then you can choose when you're ordering your shades how you want them to be mounted, if you want them with the valence, without the valence, if you want it to be controlled by remote control. You can get them either by USB plug in to recharge them, or you can get them through solar panel. So this is what the shades are looking like when I unbox it. And one thing I love about the material is that the material on them is very thick, but it's see-through enough that you can still see through or still bring in natural light if you need it. So you'll still get that blackout effect, but then you'll still get that natural light flowing through the shades as well. So the installation process of installing these shades were super simple. They come with the brackets that you would just mount to your window or your outdoor area where you want to mount them to, and then you literally just drill in a few brackets and then you just snap the valence on, and it's really simple as that. And then all you have to do is just add in. I chose to get my shades with the solar panel. For one, it's just easier for me, so that way I don't have to worry about plugging anything in to charge it. All I have to do is rely on the sun to actually charge these. And actually I have the solar panel shades throughout my home for all of my motorized shades, because it's just a lot easier. Because some of them, when you don't have that solar panel, you have to really take them down and plug them in and charge them. So to make your life a whole lot easier, it's just easier just to kind of order the solar panel and then attach it to your window or your area, and then just let it be charged by the sun. So my husband here is just installing the brackets, and then all you do is just snap the shades in place. Now, because this gazebo is very large, the width of it's very large, they don't make a outdoor shade and that total length, or in that total width, I should say. The width of this whole gazebo area is like 159 inches wide, so it's a very large width. So what I did was I took two separate shades and just divided the width in half and then ordered two separate shades and put them together to get one shade, if that makes sense. So that's what he's doing here. So he's installing one shade on this right side, and then he's going to go ahead and install the other shade. And then for the solar panel, it just has a small little cord that kind of hangs down which is attaches to from the motorized shade or the motor itself to the actual solar panel. So the solar panel, we're deciding to mount it up on the roof of the gazebo. That way it'll be able to get the best sunlight to keep these shades fully charged. So I'm going to show you in the next clip of what it looks like attached to the gazebo roof. And it does comes with a sticky where you can just stick it on to where you need to have it applied to. So this is the solar panel here. It's just a small little cord that goes from the motor itself to the solar panel, and that's pretty much it. It has a really nice clean aesthetic to it. You don't see any cords or anything hanging down, and it just looks really, really nice. So yeah, so now my husband's gonna go ahead and add in the second shade to the left side of the gazebo. And I did order these shades with the remote control, so that way you can control the up and down without manually turning them on. You can just go ahead and use the remote control to raise them up or raise them down. Now I know it is kind of dark under here. I hope you guys can see all of the details of what he's doing. He's really just only installing 2 brackets to these shades. It's really simple as that. It's just as if you would install your blinds on your window. They come with 2 brackets that you install those brackets, and then you just snap the whole blind in place. It's really simple, but it's kind of dark under here because the whole gazebo is black and then the shades itself is black. But it is you can't. Hopefully you guys can see what he's doing under here. So now that the shades are all installed, I'm just going to use the remote control and show you guys what they look like when they are fully drawn down. So I absolutely love this because not only does this provide privacy if you are on your patio and you just want that cozy, comfortable feeling without eyes looking in on you, or for me, I like it because it also keeps the sun off of you, and then also keeps the bugs and everything at bay. So I really love this, and I think it's a really good, nice feature to have on your outdoor space. So yeah, and then you can use, and then one thing with these shades, as you can see, they're really dark, but then you see it still lets in a lot of natural light. So you can, it's still transparent enough that you can see through it, which I absolutely love. So yeah, so thank you to Smart Wings for sponsoring today's video. I'll have all the information for these particular shades linked down in the description box below if you guys are interested. Okay, so we're going to continue on with my family room side of this area. If you guys are new here, my family room faces my kitchen, so the kitchen is on the opposite side of this room. So I usually try to put like very minimal decor in here just because we do use this room a whole lot. So I don't really want to have a lot of things in place where people are going to be having to move them out the way to sit and lounge or whatever. So yes, I found this really cute lamp on Amazon. Love the shape of it, love the flouted shade, and they just have this nice kind of pretty modern contemporary look to it. It is in a gold, I think it has a gold base on it, but I do think it came in another color as well. So I'll have it linked down in the description box below. Absolutely love this. And then I did move in that faux ficus tree that I got from Amazon to this room behind that sofa. The sofa has a lot of dead space behind it, so I mean a lot of dead space because the sofa is like a curve. So I needed something back there just to add a little bit of touch of greenery, just to kind of bring in just to kind of brighten up the space a little bit. So I added in that faux ficus tree. So underneath my side table, I'm going to add in these decorative boxes and these faux books. And then I'm gonna just add it. I shop my home for adding in pillow covers this year because pillow covers is a very inexpensive way to give your space a instant refresh for the season. So these pillow covers I had for years. These ones I end up getting from Etsy. I don't know if I still have the link for these, but if I do, I'll have them linked down in the description box below. But continuing in with that pop of blue that I added in with the formal living room and dining room, I'm continuing in with the same thing with this space. These ones here is by Angelic Design by Chanel. I absolutely love these pillow covers. I have had these for years, so they still have some, even though I had them for years, they still have been holding up pretty well, and I absolutely love it. And so is these pretty little robin's egg with the zebra print on them. Very pretty. So I'll have all of Chanel's information linked down in the description box below as well. So these are some of my favorite blue pillow covers that I've used in my home. So I've had them for many years, and they definitely have held up to the test of time. So, and I think it just brings out the look of the sofa. If you guys are new here, the sofa is from Cheetah Living. I think I have a Wayfair link for it down in the description box below if you are interested. Absolutely still love this sofa. It has held up pretty well since the holiday season. Very comfortable, and it just feels very nice and cozy just to lounge on. It's very comfortable, even though it's shaped like an oval or a round shape. It still is a very, very nice, comfortable sofa. And then on my coffee table, I'm just going to add in this woven tray. I believe I got that from Home Goods. I'm going to add in this vase that I got from Home Goods. And then to bring in a spring season over here, I'm going to add in these faux cosmos that I got from Hobby Lobby years ago. Absolutely love these flowers. I think they are like the epitome of spring, and then it just adds a really nice spring touch to the space, and it looks so realistic. So I really love these. So I'm going to add these to this vase. One thing that I love bringing in the spring season is adding in a scented candle of the season. So one of my favorite scented candles of the season is gardenia. I just love this scent. It just smells like fresh gardenia flowers. So absolutely love it. So I'm going to add in this candle holder. I believe this candle holder I got from Kirkland's. And then I'm going to add in this Bath and Body Works gardenia scent. Now if you burn this candle, it is definitely strong. So if you are a person that are sensitive to scents, I highly would not recommend this candle because it is a very strong scented candle. But because my house is open floor plan, I usually tend to lean towards candles that are strong, because when you have a large space that are like open floor plan, it's just sometimes the scent throw is not strong enough to go from the front of the house to the back of the house. But this candle is. So definitely, if you're looking for a strong scented candle, try this one out. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.